From predators that swallow prey faster than you can blink, to creatures that kill without teeth, claws, or even venom, to animals so strange that scientists still argue about how they hunt. The ocean is filled with beings that don't fit into any category we know. Some hide in plain sight, some wait underground, some kill with electricity, and some are so small you never notice them until it's too late. Today, we're diving into 10 of the strangest, smartest, and most unexpectedly dangerous creatures living in the deep. Number 10. Ribbon eel at first glance. The ribbon eel looks harmless, almost beautiful, bright blue, neon yellow, flowing like silk in the current. But behind that elegant appearance is a predator built for stealth and precision. Ribbon eels spend most of their lives hidden in burrows. Only their heads stick out, watching, waiting, perfectly still. Their bodies are long, whip-like, and unbelievably flexible, allowing them to coil deep into sand tunnels that twist like mazes. When prey swims by, a small fish, a curious shrimp, anything that wanders too close, the ribbon eel strikes with terrifying speed. Its jaws snap shut like a pair of spring-loaded traps, dragging the prey straight into its burrow. What makes them even stranger is their life cycle. Every ribbon eel is born male, but as they grow older, their bodies change and they become female. Their colors shift, their faces elongate, their teeth sharpen, and their aggression triples. They go from shy hunters to territorial predators that defend their burrows like underwater dragons. Beautiful, strange, and shockingly lethal. The ribbon eel proves the ocean's deadliest creatures aren't always the biggest dot. Number 9. Frogfish. Sheaf. There's one creature that breaks every rule of hunting. It's the frogfish. It doesn't swim. It doesn't chase. It doesn't stalk. It waits. The frogfish is the master of ambush, a living rock, a walking sponge, a creature so perfectly camouflaged that divers can stare at it for minutes without noticing it's alive. With skin covered in bumps, hair-like filaments, algae-colored patches, and shifting patterns, frogfish become whatever their environment needs them to be. And then comes the weapon, a lure attached to their head, dangling like a tiny worm or shrimp. They wiggle it, they twitch it, they make it dance like a helpless little creature. And when a fish approaches to investigate, thinking it has found an easy meal, the frogfish attacks in 1/6000th of a second, faster than a blink, faster than a camera shutter, faster than the brain can process danger. Their jaws explode outward, creating a vacuum that sucks prey inside whole. No chewing, no struggle, just gone. Frogfish don't hunt, they erase. Number 8. Stargazer fish. 1. Look at the stargazer, and you know something is wrong. Its eyes are on top of its head, staring straight upward like a creature watching the sky through the sand. Its mouth is a wide, vertical trap, waiting for anything that swims overhead. Stargazers bury themselves completely underground. Only the eyes and the edge of the mouth are visible, two glowing dots in the sand. When prey swims overhead, the trap snaps upward, engulfing the creature in a single violent gulp. But the stargazer has another, more sinister weapon: electricity. Two specialized organs on its head produce a shock strong enough to jolt fish, stun small predators, and deter anything that tries to bite back. Imagine a creature that hides beneath you, leaps at you, shocks you, and swallows you whole. That's the stargazer. And as if that wasn't unsettling enough, they can also breathe air for short periods, letting them survive when stranded in tide pools or shallow water. A hunter that watches from below, literally. The ocean doesn't get much creepier than this. Number 7. Parrotfish. Prawfish may look colorful and harmless, but don't let the bright scales fool you. This creature has one of the strongest bite forces of any fish on Earth. Inside the parrotfish's mouth are fused teeth, shaped like a parrot's beak, hard enough to grind coral into powder. Not crack, not scrape, grind. And behind that beak sits a second set of teeth hidden deep in its throat. Pharyngeal jaws used to crush rock and refine the coral pieces into fine sand. Yes, the beaches you walk on. Much of that sand is parrotfish leftovers. But their jaws aren't just for coral. Parrotfish can bite chunks out of stone, rip through shells, and shatter anything that gets in their way. Some species grow over 4 feet long and use their beaks like underwater chisels. At night, parrotfish perform one of the weirdest survival tricks in the ocean. They create a mucus bubble around themselves, a transparent sleeping bag that hides their scent from predators. A creature with a coral-shattering beak and a built-in force field. Only the ocean could create something that bizarre. Number 6. Sea Criteligant, striped, calm, and carrying venom powerful enough to kill dozens of humans with a single bite. The sea crite is one of the ocean's most venomous predators, but also one of the most methodical. Unlike most sea snakes, sea crites spend half their life on land and half in water. They coil along coral reefs, slip into caves, cute, and patrol the ocean floor with slow, confident movements. Their venom is designed for precision kills. One bite shuts down nerves, stops muscles, and paralyzes prey instantly, usually eels hiding in narrow cracks. But what makes sea crites terrifying is their peaceful behavior. They're calm. They're soft-moving. They don't look threatening at all. This is the type of animal that might glide past your leg during a dive without a hint of aggression. But one wrong step, one accidental grab, one moment of panic, and its venom does the rest. The sea crite is a silent hunter, a graceful swimmer, and one of the deadliest creatures in the Indo-Pacific. Number 5. Box crab. Box crab looks harmless, small, rounded, cute even. But beneath that compact shell is a brutal little tank that turns the ocean floor into a war zone. Box crabs bury themselves in sand with only their eyes showing. They wait for snails, clams, or crustaceans to pass by, and then they attack with claws built like industrial machinery. Their claws don't slice. They crush snapping shells like potato chips. They use their legs to dig tunnels, flip prey over, and trap them against the seafloor. Even creatures with hard armor stand no chance against the box crab's relentless crushing force. Their shape also gives them a defensive advantage. If threatened, they fold their legs tight and become a compact box, almost impossible for predators to bite or pry open. Small, armored, and unbelievably strong, the box crab is proof that size means nothing in the ocean. Number 4. Spiny dogfish. Don't underestimate the spiny dogfish just because it's small. This shark has survived for over 300 million years, older than dinosaurs, because it's tough, fast, and surprisingly dangerous. Dogfish travel in massive schools, sometimes thousands strong, overwhelming prey with sheer numbers. Their bodies are slim but muscular, capable of long endurance hunts, where they outlast and eventually outmaneuver their targets. But their most iconic feature is right in their name, the spines. Dogfish have venomous spines in front of their dorsal fins. The venom isn't lethal to humans, but it causes intense pain, swelling, and shock in predators enough to make bigger animals regret attacking them. Combine that with razor-sharp teeth and relentless group hunting, and you get a shark that punches far above its weight class. They're stubborn, they're aggressive, they're unkillable survivors of ancient oceans. Number 3. Electric ray. A predator that kills with lightning, literally. The electric ray is nature's biological battery pack. 2 massive electric organs sit inside its round, flat body, capable of delivering shocks up to 220 volts, enough to stun fish instantly, enough to knock a human unconscious underwater, enough to overload the senses of predators like sharks. They bury themselves in sand, waiting for the perfect moment. When prey gets too close, they wrap their body around it and unleash a pulse so strong it stops the animal mid-motion. What makes them even stranger is how controlled their electricity is. They can deliver short bursts, long pulses, repeated shocks, just like a living stun gun. Some species use mild electrical waves to navigate in pitch darkness, sensing the world around them through shifting fields. Others deliver devastating blasts that leave prey twitching helplessly on the seafloor. An animal that hunts with pure electricity. Only the ocean could invent something that weird and that dangerous. Number 2. Sand dollar. Most people think sand dollars are harmless little shells washed up on beaches, but the living versions, they're completely different. A sand dollar is a living, crawling, armored disc covered in tiny moving spines. Millions of them, each one used for digging, grabbing, and passing food particles across their body like a conveyor belt. They bury themselves just beneath the sand, filtering microscopic organisms and capturing anything small enough to fit through their spiny forest of limbs. But their real weapon is mass survival strategy. Sand dollars form enormous colonies, sometimes thousands, covering the seafloor like a moving carpet. Their combined digging stirs the sediment, clouds the water and creates an environment where smaller predators get overwhelmed or suffocated. Some species can even clone themselves when threatened, splitting into two smaller versions to avoid being eaten. They don't bite, they don't sting, they don't shock. Their weapon is numbers, adaptation, and complete environmental control. Number 1. Deadly plankton. The smallest creatures in the sea are often the most dangerous. Deadly plankton includes species that kill without teeth, without claws, without speed, but through chemistry, poison, and invisible warfare. Some produce neurotoxins that shut down muscles. Some create shellfish poison that works its way up the food chain. Some generate red tides, massive blooms that suffocate fish, block sunlight, and make entire coastlines toxic. Certain plankton species release toxins so powerful a single drop can kill fish instantly. Others produce chemicals that cause paralysis, seizures, or memory loss in mammals. Plankton is responsible for mass fish die-offs, poisoned beaches, collapsing ecosystems, lethal water conditions. The most terrifying part, you never see it coming. The water looks normal. The waves look normal. The ocean feels normal. But one tiny organism, invisible without a microscope, can reshape an entire marine habitat overnight. The smallest killers in the ocean may be the most unstoppable. From the lightning-charged electric ray to the nearly invisible deadliness of toxic plankton, these creatures prove the ocean doesn't rely on size to create monsters. Some hide underground, some crush, some paralyze, some shock, some kill without ever being touched. The ocean is a world built on creativity, strange bodies, stranger abilities, and hunting styles that seem impossible anywhere else on Earth. And if these 10 creatures show us anything, it's this. The ocean doesn't need giants to be terrifying. Even the smallest beings can rewrite the rules of survival.